Yeah, let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans. What's the dang on deal? Listen, we got a couple topics to go through, but we want to talk about the current NFL playoff picture right now. The big thing going on right now, pause, NFL.com. In the AFC, a few teams have officially clinched their playoff berth. Buffalo Bills, who are 11-4. Denver Broncos, who are 12-3, Jacksonville Jaguars 11-4, LA Chargers, and New England Patriots all clinched their playoff berth in the AFC. By the way, Jacksonville Jaguars 11-4, LA Chargers 11-4, New England Patriots 12-3. Then in the NFC, you got the Eagles 10-5, Bears 11-4, Rams 11-4, 49ers 11-4, and the Seahawks 12-3. That's the current playoff picture as of right now for teams who have officially clinched. And pause. And you can see the picture behind me right now as well. We do have the graphic going on the green screen. So you can see the actual picture of the teams that have clinched their playoffs in the AFC and NFC. Now, the other thing that's going on is there are a few teams that are still in the hunt as well. Let me see if I can pull these up as well. Just a couple teams that are in the hunt, and they're really making it interesting, especially at the end of the year. The Steelers and the Ravens, they play each other on the last game of the year, Week 18. Next week, this upcoming week. So this is about to be interesting. This is a win or go home situation for them. Buccaneers and the Panthers, also pretty much win or go home. Now, I don't know if they play each other. We can take a look at the schedule right now. But, man, it's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. I can tell you that. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up right now. We got it on the green screen behind us. Pause. But we're going to talk about it as well. So, Week 18. First and foremost, to wrap up Week 17 tonight, Monday Night Football, Rams versus Falcons. That's the game you can see right here. Rams versus Falcons, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't think anything is on the line with this game. The Rams already clinched their playoff berth. Falcons are not in the playoffs at all, so this is just for fun. A lot of people are saying that the Rams should not play their starters for the risk of losing them. I hate that talk because you are not giving the people that what they're paying for. Season ticket holders, even single game ticket holders. We come to see the stars. Don't hold them out just because you want to keep them healthy for the playoffs. If they get injured, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. But don't hold the players out, especially the stars, just because you feel like you want to keep them for the playoffs. As much as I would like that as a fan sitting from the couch, from the stands, who actually pay it, I'm going to need you to come up out that seat, fam, or that bread or whatever. Come up off that injury or whatever y'all doing, that load management. Pause. But that's the playoff picture. Just to wrap up Week 17, Rams versus Falcons. In Week 18, the last week of the NFL regular season, obviously there's a lot of games going on, but the key ones, the Buccaneers and the Panthers are playing each other indeed. So that's about to be an interesting one. Buccaneers and the Panthers playing each other. That's at 4:30, and that's a Saturday game, January 3rd. So that's going to be an interesting one. That's another win or go home situation. That starts off basically Week 18, Saturday, January 3rd. The last game of the entire regular season is the Ravens versus the Steelers. Very last game. You can probably not see it down here. But, bro, listen, when I tell you, it's going to be a very interesting game to start off Week 18 and to end Week 18. All these other games in between really don't matter. They're going to play some teams in certain places in their NFC and AFC divisions respectfully. But nobody cares about that. If you're already in the playoffs, then you're in the playoffs. Other teams just worried about whether or not they get a first-round bye if you clinch number one in the AFC or NFC. This is what I want to say. Unpopular opinion, there should not be any bye week in the playoffs, especially in the NFL. No professional sport. But no. Why do you get a week off and then you start off in the second round? That makes no sense. What they should do is just add another team to the first round and let all teams play in the first round and do a round robin from there. Go from there. 1 game elimination to the Super Bowl. All that 1 week, like, I think that messes up the momentum of a team. This is speaking from the Lions fan who had a first round bye just last year or 2 years ago. I think that messed up our momentum. And then we lost the 49ers. Whatever year that was. 2023 or whatever. 2023. Point is, bro, nah. First round bye, I think that's a waste of time. Waste of momentum. I think it's cheating to an extent. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, cut out the first round byes in the playoffs. That's weak to me, personally. So let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. Couple other topics I gotta flow through them, man. I gotta get out of here, man. I ain't got time to be playing with y'all. Hey, so check this out real quick. Let me see, did I make that? There we go. Heavyweight boxer Anthony Joshua, unfortunately, was actually in a car accident. This was in Nigeria as well. And this story is coming from ESPN.com. Anthony Joshua, the Nigerian-British boxer and former world heavyweight champion, suffered minor injuries Monday, December 29th, 2025 in a car crash in Nigeria that actually unalived 2 other passengers. Local police have confirmed. Joshua, a 2-time heavyweight champion, was traveling in the back of a Lexus SUV on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway near Sagamu, his ancestral hometown, when the vehicle was involved in the collision at around 11 a.m. local time. You can see the vehicle behind me. You can see Anthony Joshua right here in pain as well, with a phone right in front of him. Police also told ESPN that Joshua's vehicle hit a stationary truck parked alongside the road. It has not been confirmed which vehicle the 2 people were logged out in. So rest in peace to those lives that were lost in this situation. Obviously, looking at this picture, looking at the vehicle, yeah, the situation could have been a lot worse for Anthony Joshua. He's lucky to have his life, let alone walk away with minor injuries, which is reported so far. So I just wanted to put this out there, man. Anthony Joshua, who we just saw coincidentally in a big fight with Jake Paul. The timing is crazy because had this accident happened before, we probably wouldn't have had that fight. So, hey, man, we happy to have Anthony Joshua. Rest in peace to the family and the victims that was involved. I do want to say that as well. We have a heart. But this is unfortunate news. Anthony Joshua being involved in a car crash in Nigeria. He is alive. He is fine. But other lives, unfortunately, did not make it out of that situation. But let me know what you think about the situation. Just go off with your comments just in general about the situation. Anthony Joshua. 313-466-4386. 313-466-4386. I'm sorry, just looking at some stuff, man. That's extremely unfortunate. Keeping it moving, though. I want to talk about NCAA football, college eligibility, all this other goofy stuff that's going on right now. It's coming from APnews.com, the Associated Press. A lawyer for Heisman Trophy runner-up Diego Pavia and 26 other football players has cited the NCAA's decision to allow an NBA draft pick to return to college basketball as a reason that a federal judge should let his clients play in 2026 and 2027. Although Pavia plans to enter the NFL draft, he is continuing the lawsuit. You know, the man you see behind us, which challenges an NCAA rule that counts seasons spent at junior colleges as against players' eligibility for Division I football to help other former junior college players. On Wednesday, Baylor announced that 7-foot center James Nnaji had joined the Baylor Bears after 4 seasons playing professionally in Europe, a span that included Nnaji being drafted number 31 overall by the Detroit Pistons, and his rights were traded to Charlotte and later the New York Knicks. We reported on that story a couple days ago. I didn't know he was drafted by the Pistons, though. Pavia initially sued the NCAA in November 2024 and won a preliminary injunction weeks later that allowed him to play this season. He led Vanderbilt to a number 13 ranking in the AP poll and the best season in program history. NCAA rules give athletes 5 years to play 4 seasons under an eligibility clock that starts at any, quote, collegiate institution, end quote, regardless of whether the school is an NCAA member or not. Pavia started playing at New Mexico Military Institute in 2020. The NCAA did not count that season toward eligibility, obviously because of the COVID-19 pandemic. He led the junior college to the 2021 national championship, then played at New Mexico State in 2022 and 2023 before transferring to Vanderbilt for 2024, making this season his 6th in college football, but only his 4th in the Division I level. My reaction: I don't care if you only spend 4 years in the Division I, 2 years, 5, 7 years, whatever. If you already been in college for more than 4 years and or graduated already, especially as an undergrad, get your grown ass out the game. 6 years, bro, and then you led them to the back. Duh. You've been in college 6 years. You've been playing collegiately 6 years. You should be better than everybody else. There's 18-year-olds out there, bro. What are we doing, bro? 18 and 19-year-olds, you about 24, 25. A grown man. Now, they also cited the situation with James Nnaji, who we talked about, like I said, a couple days ago from the stands, who never played in an NBA game, to my understanding. Never played in an NBA game, but he went through NBA Summer League, NBA training, been through 3 different teams, just hasn't played. And I believe he's drafted like at least a year or 2 ago, James Nnaji. So now he's going back to Baylor in the middle of the season to help them. Nah, fam. Y'all too grown. NCAA, what are you doing with these eligibility rules? You're looking crazy if you ask me. I'm not with this. I don't agree with this at all. I don't like people who are, I'm considering super grown at this point. You past 23, 24 and still playing undergraduates? You're playing 18 to 22-year-olds. And you're 24, 25, 26. Stop playing. Either that or you've already trained with professional athletes. We already know that you can make the professionals because you've literally made the professionals. You've been drafted. NCAA, I don't know if it's a money thing, whatever the case may be. More than likely it is. But come on, fam. I'm not with this at all. I'm not with this. Anybody that likes this, please let me know your reason behind liking, giving college athletes, even if you spent 2 or 3 years at a junior college and then you get transferred to a Division I, should you get 4 extra years there? Should you get 4 full seasons there? Given your total seasons as a collegiate athlete, 7 years or 6 in Diego's situation. Is that fair? Let me know what you think. Pandemic is over. That situation is over. That's 5 years going on. That's 6 years past at this point. That's 6 years past. All y'all are grown from the pandemic in college. Let's not use that as an excuse. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat, in the comments, or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Speaking of collegiate play and all this other stuff, another situation I'm not comfortable with at all. This story is actually coming from yahoosports.com. According to On3's Joe Tipton, there are about a dozen teams that are showing interest in Chicago Bulls forward Trentyn Flowers, and Michigan is one of them teams. A former 5-star high school recruit in the 2023 class, Flowers went undrafted in the 2024 NBA draft after spending a season with the Adelaide 36ers in the National Basketball League in Australia. After that, Flowers, who's 6'8", 210 pounds, signed a 2-way contract in July 24 with the San Diego Clippers, the G League affiliate of the Los Angeles Clippers. In 40 games there, he averaged 17.7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists a game. Flowers was waived October 14, 2025, signed a 2-way contract with the Bulls 3 days later. He has since played in 2 regular season games, with both of them happening in the month of December. He played 1 minute on December 3rd against the Brooklyn Nets and then played 4 minutes and scored 4 points and had a rebound against the Golden State Warriors on December 7th. Other schools showing interest in Flowers include Kentucky, Kansas, Indiana, Florida, BYU, Texas Tech, USC, LSU, Washington, MSU, and Clemson. As pointed out by Tipton, In this story, a player who has appeared in NBA games will be considered ineligible to return to college basketball per NCAA rules. However, the NCAA has been more flexible lately when it comes to eligibility ruling. Former NBA second round draft pick James Nnaji going to Baylor for an example again. And, quote, there are dozens of players currently playing in college who previously competed professionally overseas, and at least 4 former G League players have already been cleared to return, end quote. Last point, the bigger question with Flowers is since he's already played in a couple NBA games with the NCAA rule, this one differently and not allow him to play in college. Nnaji never played in an NBA game, hence why he is cleared to play for Baylor the rest of the season. But will Flowers get the same treatment even though he's played in 2 NBA games this year? I'm not with it. He should not have the interest, nor should he be allowed or eligible. That I do not like. Perfect example of what I was talking about. No. Michigan, Dusty May, coach of Michigan basketball, no sir, not him. He's already been cleared. He scored 4 points in 4 minutes and a rebound. That's actually pretty efficient. Let this man stay in the NBA. Just because you're getting cut by teams, maybe it's something else. But I don't think you should go to college just because it ain't working out for you in the NBA after you've already been drafted. Let me know what you think, though. Maybe I'm tripping. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. Last thing we're going to talk about, and I got to go. LeBron James, coming from yahoosports.com as well. LeBron James has been accused of disrespecting the U.S. national anthem over the weekend. The 4-time NBA champion is playing in what could be his final season. The NBA star, who will turn 41 years old on Tuesday, December 30th, is trending for his behavior during the U.S. national anthem prior to tip-off before a game. ESPN showed footage of LeBron James, quote, working on his golf swing during the national anthem. While ESPN highlighted the clip, others are accusing LeBron James of being disrespectful during the national anthem. He was kind of swinging his arms like this. Looked like he was just stretching. They said working on his golf swing. That's excessive. Now, I'm not even a LeBron James fan by any stretch. As a player, as a man, I respect him. But as a player, no. But I got to defend him, bro. My man's been an athlete for his entire life. He done heard the national anthem a million times, bro. We already been through what's real disrespect. Trust me, out of all the people in the stadium, I guarantee there's a lot of people being disrespectful right now. I've been to a lot of games myself. They all play the national anthem. It be people in the crowd talking, not taking off their hats, on their phones, kids playing, parents letting the kids play, not, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of disrespect that goes on. I understand it's LeBron James. He's not working on a golf swing. That's looking with your hands together. He got his hands separated. He's stretching, bro. He's 41. I don't even want to use that as an excuse. Y'all got me defending LeBron, but come on, bro. That's excessive. I don't agree with that. Now, let me know what you think. Is it disrespectful, what he's doing right now during the national anthem? I don't think so. 313-466-4386. Let me know what you think. Oh, yeah. I do have another topic. I forgot all about this. So, since we are talking about the NBA, let me go ahead and get this in real quick. Pause. NBA.com. This is coming from NBA.com. Los Angeles guard Luka Doncic and Milwaukee Bucks 4. Giannis Antetokounmpo lead the Western and Eastern Conferences respectfully in the first fan returns of NBA All-Star Voting 2026. Fans voting via NBA app and NBA.com with their NBA ID represent 50% of the vote to determine the 5 players from each conference honored as starters for the 2026 NBA All-Star Game, with current NBA players and media panel accounting for 25% each. This year, All-Stars are being selected without regard to position under a new NBA All-Star format. 2 teams of NBA U.S. players and 1 team of international players, the World Team, will compete in a round-robin tournament featuring 4 12-minute games. NBC and Peacock will present the NBA All-Star Game on Sunday, February 15th, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, from Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California, home of the LA Clippers. So this is a look at your top 20 from the West and the East so far as All-Star voting, which accounts for 50% of votes. Then you got the media and then some other people that vote. I just wanted to put this out there just because it's brand new news. Not surprised to see some of the names on there. LeBron James is number 9. I'm surprised to see Victor Wembanyama at number, what's that like? He's like number 6 or something. Yeah, they're like number 6. I'm like, man, I'm surprised to see that. He should be like top 5 easily, but who am I? But anyway, let me know what you think about this list of all-stars. For All-Star, let me know what you think about the All-Star game. That new format with the tournament, it shouldn't have been a tournament. I don't agree with that. I barely agree with the U.S. versus the Western. They should just do one-on-one tournaments. We want to see players do the ones. Other than that, man, yeah, it is what it is. But let me know what you think. Maybe it ain't for me. I'm an old school head when it comes to NBA and All-Star and all that other stuff. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Got to get up out of here. Appreciate you for kicking it with KCMC from the stands of a sports fan so far live on YouTube, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share button. That's all we want right now. But we'll tell you more as we continue to grow right here on YouTube. Thank you again for kicking it with KC from the stands of a sports fan. We are.